Hey guys, Mike Martin here. I've been asked quite a few times recently regarding the script we're using to close your 6-step value ladder clients. So when we went through the training, which is on webinarswithaz.net, I shown you a 6-step value ladder, and that is basically an approach a lot of people are taking, and a lot of areas that people are struggling currently is to actually open up on the phone and convert a customer from obviously a cold call. So we're using domain leads to find these guys, from a cold call to obviously making the first sale. And a lot of people are trying to use the $200 first site method. What I'm finding is a lot of people are making the same mistake. So I've pulled some bullet points from another presentation I've done, which just shows 6 steps to closing on the phone. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply it a little bit to how we would work it when dealing with the 6-step value ladder for getting it a website, obviously selling them a 15-mile radius with your Magic Page plugin, additionally selling them SEO, getting them a GMB, selling them GMB SEO, and eventually turning them into a pay-per-click. Okay, now I'm just going to move on with the presentation. I'll explain as I go, and then if I miss anything out, I'll pop it in at the end, guys. I'm winging the video like I always do, but I have the bullet points here, so obviously they'll help me remember everything I need to say. So the first thing that I'm finding a lot of people do is they use a phone voice. I don't need to go any further on with this bullet point. Using a phone voice is not going to work. If you've got an accent, speak with an accent, right? You have to be able to feel and be honest and be genuine with people when you're talking to them on the phone, and you can't do that if you're putting on some pompous phone voice to try and act like you believe that's what they want to hear. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to say before we even start moving on to strategy and how to close the people and stuff like that is that just drop the phone voice. All right, be yourself on the phone, pick the phone up, talk to the people, let them know who you are. Second step is get permission to continue. Now when I say get permission to continue, you'll know this from experience. When a cold caller rings you, they phone up, they say, "Hi, is that Michael Martin?" or "Is that whoever your name is?" You say yes, and they fly into this stupid crazy spiel about, "We do this, we have a product, this product's amazing, blah 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 blah," and it's a completely wrong approach. Okay, it's the wrong approach. In fact, the next step, forget the product and price, find out what they need. Okay, now these two fit together perfectly because you need to get permission from a customer to continue. But in addition to getting permission from the customer to continue, you also need to find something that's in interest to them, that provides an internal pain to them as a business. Okay, now the 6-step value ladder that we put together and the approach that we're going to be putting towards clients is targeting new businesses. You're looking for somebody who's purchased their first domain name, okay, and what they need more than anything else, they don't need a $200 website. So a lot of people are going in and they're trying to sell the $200 website on the phone on day one. This is the wrong approach completely. What that person's looking for, a good example is, I've just moved to Spain from the UK, don't speak Spanish, not got a clue what to do. So what I've done is I've gone out and found a woman that can deal with all my doctor's appointments for my kids, that takes the kids to the dentists, that deals with all my residential and all the other things that need doing. And she's like a guide for us. So she helps us to do everything we otherwise wouldn't know what to do. Right, so the strategy that we're using, and the strategy which works, and it's a bit different. I don't know our script exactly how it works because I don't make the phone calls, but basically the way we're approaching this is we're contacting these people and we're explaining to them. So in my case, it'd be like, "Hi, it's Mike Martin here from 1 in 5 Association or from the Helping Local Business Association. We provide a one-on-one free service which helps your business go from 0 to 6 figures a month, depending on what industry I was targeting." Okay, so we provide a free one-on-one service that takes your business from here to there. Now, what we find is I'll use the US. I don't know the stats, but if in the USA, 1 in 5 businesses is closed within 2 years. It's all because those businesses don't have a guide that can take them from step 1 to step 6 and follow them through the whole process from start to finish. So what we have put together is a free service. Now, this free service enables us to contact people like yourself who've just purchased a domain name for your first business, and we will help you get your website set up. We will help you then start to market your business. We will then help you at the right time in the right stages for your business, when it's growing, when it's making enough money for your business to then start spending money in the right places that's going to guarantee success for your business. Okay, can you see the difference between me phoning up and saying, hi, I'm Mike Martin, we're going to sell you a $200 website, that's so cheap. How buzzing it, you're a salesperson, you don't want to know, bang, phone goes down. Okay, so it's, hi, I'm Mike from the 1 in 5 Association, I'm making this up as I go, the 1 in 5 Association, and we've set up a one-on-one coaching plan or a one-on-one free service for new businesses to try and help the American community get our businesses back up and running correctly and get people to be more successful, because 1 in 5 businesses is no longer trading in after 2 years, and even more than that, say 1 in 100 it makes profit in its first year. We've put together a strategy and a plan that helps small businesses like yourself, and it costs you nothing, and it takes you from the start to finish. Now we see you just purchased your first domain name for xyzplumbers.com, and obviously we have a 6-step plan that's going to help you turn your business from naught to 5 or 6 figures a month within the first 12 months, making decent profit, and it costs you nothing. And obviously if we're your guide in future, you can obviously recommend other businesses to us and other people starting up new businesses, and we can also help guide them through the same process as yourself. Does that sound very good, sir? They're going to say yes. They're going to dive on the back of this. They're going to want to hear what you've got to say. Okay, so the opening line and the opening to the phone is you letting a client know that you've got something that's going to fix everything they need. A person buys a domain name and he's like, I'm going to set up a plumbing company. He hasn't got a clue about anything else other than how to fix pipes, how to stop leaks, how to fit boilers, and so on and so forth. So what does that say to you? Well, that says to me, he needs a guide. He wants a guide, not somebody that's going to try and sell him a website, but he needs a guide from start to finish. What you need is a customer that after they get to step 6 can afford to spend $1,500, $2,000 a month on pay-per-click. You want a successful business. You want to work with these people, and the actual information that you provide them with, and the training and the step-by-step process that you give to these customers is what's going to make them successful. It's what's going to help them. So you're actually providing that service. You would be providing that service anyway. It's all in your strategy plan. It's all in your 6 steps. The only thing is, what a lot of people do is they concentrate on step 1 first, when it's not step 1 that you're providing. Okay, now they don't need to know that the company that they're purchasing the websites from, the company that they're getting the 50-mile radiuses from, the company that they're getting the SEO from, and all that is the same company every single time. They're going to know that, but they don't need to know that this branch of the company over here, the 1 in 5, works hand in hand with your other company, your limited company that or LLC, I think it is in the States, your LLC, that provides all of the different things. But everything that you're going to provide them is going to help them succeed, and you're only going to take them up to the next step in the value ladder once the first step is done, it's ready, everything's been set up correctly. Okay, and like I said previously, you should be spending the first $200 you get for your website on getting new clients or helping this client anyway. That's not where you make your money. You make your money on your monthlies. Okay, your business survives based on monthly subscription incomes or monthly payment incomes, let's say. Okay, so I hope that helps with the opening of the thing, right? There's just a few other steps I'd like to get in there, but this is how we do it. This is how we approach it. We approach the whole thing that we're offering as that is its business in itself, not just as, hi, I'm Mike and I want to sell you some stuff. It doesn't work. It's never going to work. The customer just hangs up because they hate salespeople. But if you approach them as a guide, if you approach them as somebody that's going to help their business, that's going to hold their hand through the process, and it's free, it's not costing them anything, because you're going to be doing this exact same thing no matter what. I'll stop waffling now, guys. I'll move on to the next steps. Okay, so forget the product and price, find out what they need. Okay, so that is, I've just gone through exactly how to find out what they need. And then when you do recommend that they go with the $200 website from XYZ Limited or whatever your company's called, they're going to dive at the chance. You're going to hold the hand through the process. You're going to be on the phone available for them exactly the same as you would be as a web hosting company. And don't forget that $200 website comes with a 12 months free hosting. If you fire a 10 a month hosting after the 12-month period, you're getting 120 quid a year for the site. If you do 15, you're getting 180 or whatever it is a year for the site. You're charging 15 quid a month hosting after the 12-month period. So it's not a one-time fee, it's an annual fee that you're actually selling a website for, but you do it in a thing that it costs you once, and obviously you pay for your hosting after 12 months. Okay guys, I hope that bit helps. Next step is trial close throughout. Excuse me. If you don't know what trial close is, if you're talking to me and I'm saying that'd be awesome, wouldn't it? And you're saying yes. Isn't this exciting? Yeah, this is brilliant, isn't it? Are you excited about this? Is this going to work for you? This is going to work for your business, isn't it? Those type of things get people nodding their heads on the phone. Okay, are you ready to get started? Yes. Okay, are you getting this? Do you understand this? Is this amazing? This is brilliant. How this is going to help your company so much, isn't it? Right? What you're doing is you're getting them to nod throughout, and you do this throughout the call. If you see an opportunity to get them to answer a question that's a yes to something that you're offering, can you imagine how amazing that? That would be amazing for your business, wouldn't it? Not can you imagine? That would be amazing for your business, wouldn't it? The only answer is yes. Okay, we wouldn't want that to happen, would we? The answer is no. We wouldn't want it to happen. Okay, but what you're doing is you're giving them a bit of fear and you're giving them the yes and no, and that really, really, really helps to convert the customer at the end. So try and close throughout. Be careful with what you're doing. In addition to that, you also want to use closed questions. So we wouldn't want that to happen, would we? The answer is no. If you start asking customers when you're on the phone, initially, the very first phone call where you're still proving yourself, you're still talking them into a sale, questions that are very open-ended, how do you feel about that? And then they get to ramble and they get to talk. The point of the first call is to see if the business fits with what you are offering, to see if they need a guide that's going to take them from step 1 to step 6, and if they have a guide that's going to take them from step 1 to step 6 and they're in need of your service, you're going to make all them additional sales all the way down the line further onto this customer, and you're going to help this customer from start to finish with their business. You are going to make them a success, and you're going to grow their businesses. I've got some clients actually who have got clients that they started out with years ago. The person who it is will know who he is, and I think he's just upped his clients to about 10 grand a month, right? And this guy's proper on it, he's proper cool, he's got my products, he's got Lead Simplifier, Magic Page plugin. I speak to him regularly, and that's one client he's done that with, because he's used a very similar method to this value ladder, and it really does work for that client. It does work, but the thing is, at the beginning, in the first calls, you need to use your closed questions. So your closed questions are going to be things with a yes and no answer, okay? The things with a yes and no answer stops the client taking over the conversation. Okay, the client can take over the conversation step 2, step 3, step 4, because you've already got a relationship, you're already built up with them, you no longer need to be selling to that person. You've got a relationship, and the relationship is built around trying to grow their business, trying to make their business bigger, trying to make them more profitable every single month, trying to make them part of your furniture so that they never want to leave you, they trust you, they love you, you've took them from step 1 to step 6 of your value ladder, and they're making an absolute fortune, and it's all down to you. Otherwise, they probably would have been one of the 1 in 5 that went out of business in the first 2 years. People do need a guide, they do need a hand-holding. That's why bigger businesses employ coaches and stuff like that, business coaches and people to help them do it that way. What you're doing is coming in as a free coach to these small businesses. And you know what, if it works and you get to the point where you've converted the businesses so they're doing 5, 6, 7 figures a month, eventually you maybe got to start selling your coaching, but at this point you're doing it for free. Okay, you're getting your clients through the door and you're converting them and you're helping them and they're growing their businesses. The last point I'm going to make, guys, is you need to ask and ask again. Okay, so basically you need to, you don't want to get onto the phone and say, okay, this is amazing, this is what we offer, this is going to help your business, we're going to guide you through, we're going to take you step by step so that you're making 5 to 6 figures a month after your first 12 months. You're not going to be one of the 80-90% of people that fail in the first 2 years. You're not going to be one of the 80-90% that don't make a profit in the first 12 months. You're going to be one of the few that makes a profit and does well if you listen to me, you follow the steps and you do it correctly. Okay, but we have to put pen to paper. Okay, there's no point in me talking to you about this. Is it something you want us to do? Would you like us to set this thing up? Would you like us to get the thing in place? Right, as soon as you find out happy, they want you to, yes, of course, yeah, this is definitely something. Right, first step that we need to do is we need to set you up a business website. You've not got a business website, have you? That's the step where you jump in, okay? You haven't got a business website. The first thing you need in modern business is a website. You have to have a website. So what let me do is let me get things sorted out for you, and we'll set that up for you, and we'll get you a very, very nice, decent, top of the range plumbing website set up for your business that's going to convert leads for you on an ongoing basis. Once we've got the website in place, then we can put your social networking around that, and I can tell you what to do, how to set up, and all that is telling them about getting a Facebook page, getting a Facebook group, and so on and so forth, setting up Twitter, talking about the businesses, and then we talk about marketing later, because obviously things don't start to bring in income from day one. You need to let the website sit and follow the value ladder, which obviously is another video altogether. So, but you've got to ask, you've got to say to the customer, you have to close it down. You can't sit there and no, and then you get to the end of the, right, are we going to do this? Are we going to do this? And if they, I don't, you continue the conversation with them. You keep speaking to them. You keep explaining that, look, this is what we do. And it costs you nothing. It costs you nothing to take this 6-step approach to a business. You don't need to mention the 6 steps, but you can say it costs you nothing to take this approach to your new business, and we will help you every step of the way and make you successful. That's what we do. That's what we concentrate. That's how we do it. Okay, if when we first got into business we had somebody to hold our hand, we'd have been so happy. You know, one of them, every 1 in 5 that goes out of business within, every 4 out of 5 that goes out of business within the first 2 years, they don't have a guide. They don't have somebody to hold their hand. They don't have somebody that's going to help them every step of the way. Where do we go from here? Okay, I've got my website, I've got my social networks, I'm starting getting a couple of jobs coming in. Where's the next step? What do I do next? We're here to do that for you. We're here to help you. And don't get me wrong, the steps will cost you money on an ongoing basis. That is unfortunately business. Nothing's free. You have to do everything. But the guide is free. Our help for your business is free. Okay, so we're going to do this. Okay, are we making this step? Are we going down that route? Are you happy to proceed today? Do you want to put some pen to paper on this one and say, let's get it going? Or do you want me to send you something over, which is the first steps of the strategy to get your business off the ground? You know, you've got an order page on your thing where they can order the $200 website from ABC over Limited over here. You tell them to do it, then you speak to them and say, we'll talk to you about your content and everything else you're going to need, and we'll deal as the middleman and get everything done for you and get it all right. It works. It really does work. That's how we're doing it. We're not approaching it as trying to sell them a website. We're approaching it as selling them a service, a free service that's going to help their business. Now, my telesales guys are much better at it than me, but we're selling a free service that helps coach new businesses from knowing nothing to knowing everything. Like I said before, the perfect example is me moving to Spain. Not got a clue what to do. Can't speak the language. What do? I employ a guide. I employ somebody that does it all for me. She's absolutely awesome. She shouts at me all the time. I don't know what she's saying because most of it's in Spanish, but she's great. What she does is brilliant. She sets up the kids' appointments for schools. She deals with the school teachers. We have meetings. She'll come with us as an interpreter. We go and book for residentials. She sits and does that with us. And that's exactly what you're going to do for this person. You're going to be a hand-holding service throughout the process. And the coaching's not costing them anything, okay? That you being a guide isn't costing them anything, but the steps along the way are going to cost them something, and obviously you're the one that's going to make the money out of it. So it works, guys. Approach your telesales calls differently, approach how you're converting these 6-step customers differently, and it will work for you much better, and I think you'll see much of a difference. And if it does, guys, put some comments below, because I have noticed none of my videos have any comments, so stick some comments below and let us know it's helped your business, it hasn't helped your business, it worked for you, it didn't work for you. You are going to get people slamming the phone down on you, you are going to get people not interested, you are going to get guys that just do not want to talk to somebody on the phone and they can't be bothered, but this does work. This works much better than the other thing. And step 2 is not a sale. Once you get to step 2, it's not always a sale, because you've agreed the plan from day one and they know that you're going to be helping them take their business from start to finish. It's more of having the conversation that, okay, well, the next thing we need to do now is start covering every area within a 15, 20, 25 mile radius of your business with your website, which is where Magic Base plugin comes into it. And then after that, it's now we've got to start ranking, we've got to start link building, we've got to start doing, and that's where your monthlies come in from that one. Another thing I would state as well is when I say get permission to continue, if a customer says to you, no, it's not a good time, don't push on with the conversation. Don't think, no problem at all, when's a good time? We could do this date, or this date. Is any of them a good date for me to ring you back? You give them a date and a time that you want to ring them back, give them a couple of options, 1 or 2, 3 options. Is any of them any good for you? And if you say, oh, I'm not sure, nail them down to a date and a time. Have you got a specific time that you're going to be free that I can phone you back and we can talk then? Get a specific date and time and ring them back on time. Yeah, ring them back dead on the time that they say. And if it's not convenient for yourself, don't be scared to say, I can't do that time. If you've got a different time that I can ring you back. And sometimes you might want to put that in there. Makes it a little bit more busy. Can't actually do that date and time because I've got a meeting with XYZ. Also, give yourself a title. Whatever it is you want to thingy. If you're dealing with Florida, I'm the representative for our Florida branch of the 1 in 5 association, or whatever you want to call it. But yes, I hope that helps, guys. Anyone's got any questions, give me a shout. But I've been asked quite a lot for the scripts, and I think this will help people more with their scripts than me just sharing a script and you not understanding the approach to it and how to use it, how to use the right tone, how to get the permission, how to forget about the product and don't make it about you or what your business does or what you offer, but make it more about what the client needs. Okay, trial close her out, get them saying yes, use closed questions so they don't take over the call, and just keep asking. Keep asking. It's like if you're asking a woman to marry and she says no twice. You keep going, you get there eventually. It's the same thing, guys. Really hope that helps. Thank you very much for watching the videos. Speak to you all soon. See you all in the group. Bye bye.